In problem 9, we're trying to circle all the rectangles that are similar to rectangle F. Rectangle F is this first rectangle. So let's just start by comparing F to G. I want to compare the corresponding sides. The smallest side on F is 2. The smallest side on G is 4. So if they are similar, these two sides should be corresponding and should be equal to the other two sides. 3 to 6. 2 to 4 equals 3 to 6. Because 3 is the largest side on this triangle, and 6 is the largest side, rectangle, and this 6 is the largest side on this rectangle, so those would be corresponding sides. So this actually is true. 2 over 4 equals 3 over 6, because you can see that each of these equals 1/2. 1/2 equals 1/2 if you simplify this fraction and this fraction. So G is a rectangle that is similar to F. If we do the same thing comparing F to H, we compare the smallest sides, 2 and 3. 2 to 3 equals 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Well, that's not true, because 3 over 6, if you simplify it, equals 1/2, and 2/3 does not equal 1/2. So H is not similar. We can see that I is not similar because look, the width didn't change at all, but the length or the height changed by a factor of 2. That can't be similar. And then J is a little bit tricky because it may be a similar triangle that was shrunk down. So let's look at that. We'll compare the smallest sides comparing F to J. 2 compared to 0.5 must equal 3 compared to 1.5. And let's see. Best way to compare these would be cross products. Let's do it this way. If these fractions are truly equal, these ratios are truly equal, then 2 times 1.5 should equal 3 times 0.5. 2 times 1.5 is 3, and 3 times 0.5 is 1.5, and those are not equal. Fractions are not equal, and J is not similar. Lots of different ways to figure out that G is the only similar rectangle, so you may have an alternate way of doing it, and that's fine. Okay, problem 10. The measures of the 4 angles of a quadrilateral are shown below. Which of these pairs of angles is complementary? Remember the way to remember complementary. A complement is the right thing to do. So right, when you think of right, you think of a right angle, which is 90 degrees. So we're looking for 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees. J and K, angle J and K. Well, J is 144 and K is 36. So if you add those, you get 180. Those 2 angles would be supplementary, not complementary. And remember, the way to remember supplementary starts with an S, and so does straight angle. And a straight angle is 180 degrees. Okay, so not A. M and K. M is 126, K is 36. Those aren't going to add up to 90, so that's not right. K and L. 36 plus 54, 90 degrees. There are the complementary angles, K and L. Let's check this one just to make sure. L and M, 54 plus 126. There's another pair of supplementary angles. Okay. Problem 11 we'll need more time on, so I'll pick up problem 11 on the next video.